What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I am completely pissed. I was going to write a script for this video. Why am I still getting hate?
Hey, what's up guys, it's Scares here, and so from now on, I'm going to report the news. Let's go inside the stories!
Expose, 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 expose. You're exposed. You're exposed. You are exposed. Expose, 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 expose. You are exposed, sir. I'm going to expose you. Expose you. Oh my God, expose you. Expose, 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 expose. It's time for some exposure. Some exposure. Some exposure. Ah, expose. Expose myself to you. To you. To you. E-X-P-O-S-E. Expose. 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 Ah. Expose. 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 Exposed. 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 Hashtag drama alert. There's news to expose. Hashtag breaking. SS Sniper Wolf has a vagina. More on that at 11.
Quick things about
Hey guys, it's Scarce here. Lots of news today, lots of exposure, and double upload. Expose, 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 expose. You're exposed. You're exposed. You are exposed. Expose, 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 expose. You are exposed, sir. I'm going to expose you. Expose you. Oh my God, expose you.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I am completely pissed. I was going to write a script for this video. Why am I still getting hate?
Hey, what's up guys, it's Scares here, and so from now on, I'm going to report the news. Let's go inside the stories!
Expose, 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 expose. You're exposed. You're exposed. You are exposed. Expose, 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 expose. You are exposed, sir. I'm going to expose you. Expose you. Oh my God, expose you. Expose, 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 expose. It's time for some exposure. Some exposure. Some exposure. Ah, expose. Expose myself to you. To you. To you. E-X-P-O-S-E. Expose. 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 Ah. Expose.
What do you know about my ass?
Expose.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Scarce here.
Scarce
is not boring.
Expose. Expose.
He's like the Bob Ross of the YouTube drama reporting community. It's like you go to Keemstar, you feel like you took a fucking Adderall. You go to, hey, what's going on, guys? It's Scarce here. It's like you took a Xanax. In a good way. In a good way. I like Scarce. Scarce is a good guy. Hello, everybody. Yes, I'm streaming late. Zach Talks Tech is in the building with cucumbers and a fucking chicken. How are you? So I like scares. Like, if I'm going to occasionally, very rarely, I know contrary to popular belief with what I engage in once in a while, when I feel like looking into YouTube drama, which isn't often. Yes, I know, contrary to popular belief. Matthew East, thank you for popping the super chat, Sherry. Yes, I know it's fucking late. My kids left and I fell asleep for a little bit. Don't judge a man. How's the drama? I'm not going to go into it again, because understandably people are tired of it. I don't know. And someone's saying, man, it's like there's like a psychic energy. There's someone else who's messaging me that I know personally about the same thing. Yeah, it's been beaten to death. Sup gamers? For some reason, I always read your tweets in Dreamcast guy's voice in my head. I don't know why. Due to the late stream, we'll be calling Rich as follows: Richie Ricardo, the sleepy daddy. Among Us Chung us out. So yeah, man, I'm trying to get Wings of Redemption on a stream. That should be fun. Let's see what they're saying. It's very... Oh, it's not. It's not. So, thank you for missing me, Jordanian. The origin of the cucumber. Yes, it's around that time, man. I remember, I don't know why, I make so many fucking videos. So many videos. And I remember, like, the play-by-play of making that one. Does that make any sense? I just remember setting up the chair with that incredible, with that incredible production value that I always had. It's gotten better, but back then it was pretty rough. And just, I was like, you know what would be a good idea if I unbox this, had a imaginary argument with Richard Simmons, and smack the fuck out of my face with a cucumber. I don't know why that came to my head, but all of that did, and I remember filming that video, like everything, like even like the little nuances, and usually you don't remember that stuff. Life is weird. Oh, man. So I am good. Yeah. All right, well, people are going to... His video... Shockingly, I mean, it still has... Let me look now. I mean, all right, so Zach Talks Tech and you brought it up, so let me go look at my video. I have never once in my fucking life played RuneScape. You have how many fucking hours? Man, I thought because I had like 200 hours in Dying Light, that was insane. I'll talk to her later, because if I look now. So let's see. Was I officially ratioed?
Really it.
8.8 likes, 4.8 dislikes. I don't know how the meme of... Was I ratioed there if I have almost double the likes than dislikes? Is that how ratioed works? Am I still ratioed? I don't know. I'm not trying to be sarcastic or facetious right now. Is that how it works? Get off Twitter. All right, I'll get off right now. I'm off. Yeah, I thought I wasn't going to... I was sitting there, I'm like, all right, I fell asleep. I know I'm not going to go right back to fucking bed. You know? So I'm like, whatever. I'll stream. That's a lot of hours, man. Hey, bless. I wish there were... You know how many times there are games that... Like, even when I pick up Call of Duty... For some reason, last year I went through, like, a stoner Call of Duty phase, where when I first got my medical card, for some reason, like, the first thing I wanted to do after I was done working for the day late at night is play Call of Duty for a couple hours. But I will say, though, like, if I start playing it again, I'm like, oh, man, I could totally get sucked back into this and play a fucking couple hours a day again, but I can't do that. I download. How long is the beta on for? I did download it on the PS5. And, I watched G-Man Live's video on it. Old RuneScape is based. RuneScape 3 is cringe fart. Whoa! There's a fart. Well, I found an interesting video on YouTube with Howard Stern. I sent you a link on Twitter. For some reason, YouTube recommended it to me. Is it one of those videos? I've seen a lot of videos where people are critical of him, like ex-employees and shit, which I don't know what's true and not behind the scenes, so. Jesus, well, that's a hell of a statement. My dad killed himself and left me with PTSD. Jesus Christ, man, I'm sorry to hear that. What is the weed card process like? If you go to, like, NugMD, I mean, I don't know. I guess it depends on your state, but I went to NugMD. You have a call with the doctor. They'll ask you. They won't give. Maybe PTSD is different, but I know even if you're diagnosed with, like, generalized anxiety disorder, that's not enough to get it. You have to have, like, a physical ailment, like I have a bad shoulder, so that officially put me in there. Not a bad shoulder, but I have shoulder pain. PTSD, I'm pretty sure would qualify, though. If you are officially diagnosed with it, I think. But again, I am not a medical doctor. I do not have any kind of medical degree. If you have questions, make sure you look into it. No, insomnia, I don't know. Again, you know, and don't try not to claim anything. Like, be true. Just, you'll probably be able to get one, but I'm not a doctor. I don't want to give you misinformation. Yeah, in New York State's going to be like that towards the end of 2022 as well. You just, hey, go to a store, you pick it up like you pick up fucking beer. I have a therapist for what happened and buy carts from a friend. So I don't even smoke. I just do edibles. I don't even want to smoke. But that's, you know, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm not condemning it in any way. That's just a choice that I make. So it's delivered to you? So trying to think if I took a. I don't think I did. Shit. Right, I'll take them tomorrow. Yeah, live in Oregon, weed blocks away, no card needed. Yeah, I mean, the only argument I guess that could be made, and I hear that in states where it was legalized recreationally, is that they're not seeing an uptick in automobile issues, is they would have to find a way to do a sobriety test on there that they can use, like they have a breathalyzer. I don't know how that would work with weed. So it'll be interesting to see how they do that. Like I said, what they've seen from different states is that it doesn't really make a difference. But, you know, if you're stoned, I don't drive stoned, you know, you got to be careful. Love legal weed in Cali. It's so easy. Delivery all the way. Yeah, it's crazy that it took as long as it did. Now that it's probably on a federal level anytime relatively soon, who the hell knows? I'm sure it's going to depend on who's in office, because I know Biden's not going to do it, whoever is after Biden. But, yeah, it's amazing that it took so long. But now that it's legal when it gets legal on a federal level, I'm sure we'll find out more about it and drug interactions and stuff like that. But we've still did a lot of research on it, and it's fairly fucking safe. When I lived in Cali, I delivered weed. Jesus. And it was good money, too. Dude, I let DSP fart in my face for five, like, he could have, like, a wet, sulfurous fart, too. He could have, like, a I drank too much beer fart. And I would, for $5,000, I would sniff that shit like a rose. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a fart. It'll go away. Yeah, it may be unpleasant, but it'll go away. So, yes. So long as he had pants on. If I had to, like, you know, have his ass cheeks, bare ass cheeks in my face, no. No. Because then not only do I have his bare ass cheeks in my face, which, breaking news, I don't want. There is the risk of shrapnel. There is the risk of shrapnel, and that is a route that I do not want to go down because I will never come back from it, ever. Well, apparently, I guess Etta Kohler in claiming he killed 12 prostitutes, but I guess it was recorded in 1997. Yeah, did anything ever come from that? I'm sure that would have been a memory. If it was true, it would have been a memorable. For $500,000, yeah, I'll take some DSP shit on the nose. I'll live with the trauma that comes after that. So how'd you get that extra $500,000, Rich? Yeah, someone shit on my nose. Another YouTuber shit on my nose, a live streamer. Sounds like you have some big aspirations. I hear that, didn't they do a trial on terminally ill cancer patients, and it took away their depression and anxiety because they took them? They had them on a regimen. It wasn't like they were just like partying and shoving mushrooms down their throat, but my Emacs is literally flat. I have not lost a penny on it because I got in so fucking low. So I'm just keeping it there. That's it. I'm going to stake my Cardano, which is something I'm going to look into tomorrow because I don't plan on moving that shit anywhere anytime soon. So I'm going to stake it. That's weird. The same Howard Stern audio popped up in my recommendations as well. Listened to it about 3 days ago. It's weird that videos on my channels too, especially Review Tech USA, like random ones will be like, hey, why am I getting this video is from like 2009? Why the fuck is it showing up in my feed in 2021? YouTube's algorithm is weird. I don't even think YouTube fully understands it. I swear to God, I don't think they do. So yeah, I'm going to stake my ADA too. I don't know why I'm taking so long to stake it. I should have staked it already. For $1 trillion. First off, no one got $1 trillion. I don't know, man. That's pretty fucking nasty. Who takes nastier dumps, Wings or Phil? Well, because Wings, whether he gained back all the weight or not, I don't know if he actually gained back all the weight. I would say Phil, but because he's still at the gastric bypass surgery. So I don't think that he could take as powerful of dumps as Wings could have possibly taken before. So I'm going to say that Phil, he could shit some big logs. I'm going to say that Phil could shit some massive, massive logs. Why are we talking about this? Well, you did a Harvey Weinstein did a super chat asking who takes bigger dumps. Oh, man. Oh, God. This is where we have the in-depth philosophical conversations. Which streamer takes nastier shits? Versus Blippi. Well, Blippi, you know what's funny? I wonder if the heat got too much, because you realize that Blippi's not Blippi anymore, right? Like, if I go look right now, like, it's Blippi, but it's not Blippi anymore. Like, it's Blippi, but it's not Blippi anymore. Like, it's Blippi, but it's not Blippi anymore. Like, if I go look right now, like, it's Blippi, but it's not Blippi anymore. Like, if I go look right now, like, it's Blippi, but it's not Blippi anymore. 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 Like, it's Blippi, but it's not Blippi anym but it's, you know, his audience is like 2 to 5, so they're not. Let me look. One day ago, is this actually Blippi? It'll make you want to shout, Blippi.
Hello, friends. It's me, Blippi.
Is it really you though? No, that's Blippi. August 14th. That's Blippi. Oh, Wings has an epic butt for epic dumps. Whoa! Interesting. That is Blippi. All right, never mind. I heard this rumor. I guess they have another Blippi though. Like, I guess if the original Blippi is, you know, too busy actually taking dumps on people, he's like kind of like a lookalike, because kids don't know. Like, look at Blue's Clues. They like went from like that original guy to another guy that looked like Joaquin Phoenix, and I think, I'm not sure if it's a Filipino guy or a Hispanic guy, and they're all they're all related. I'm like, okay. they're like the one's the younger brother, and he doesn't look the same as the original guy, the original Steve, and then there's this guy who looks nothing like, but they're all supposed to be related. I'm like, Mom had a bunch of different dads, huh? Because it's Blue's Clues, Blue's Clues. Can we grow weed where you are? I don't think so yet. Maybe when it becomes recreationally. My kitty cat farted. Cat animals have nasty ass farts, especially dogs. Like, you know when a dog farts, and it's like, doesn't matter if it's a Chihuahua, it doesn't matter if it's a fucking Doberman Pinscher. They fart. Not only does it smell horrible, it like stays there for a half an hour. I don't know how dogs digest their food, but man, when they fart, it's literally like an invisible wall of ass death. I don't know about cats. I've been around cats literally since before I was alive. But I don't know if I've ever smelled a cat fart specifically. I'm sure that cats have blown ass air on me, and I haven't realized it. But dog farts, doesn't matter if it's the dog's this big, or it doesn't matter if the fucking dog is as big as me. Their farts smell like death. Like death. You get 5% if you stake ADA on your. There's other wallets that are 5% too. I've heard about Atomic Wallet before. I was just standoffish with it because I want to make sure I do it right, and there's always that risk when you stake. Imagine Wings plowing his wife in just dress socks. Cheers. Mike 0083, thank you for the super chat. Ban anybody who wants to see me thrusting. Wings, man. Power thrusting. Power thrusting of redemption. I'm not even being a dick. Like, who the hell wants to see me thrusting? No one wants to see me thrusting. Like, that is a sight that no one wants to see. I didn't want to see Blippi taking a shit on another man. Like, it was just one of those things. Like, my kids watch this guy all the time. Again, I'm not going to stop them from watching. He's fine. His show is, like I said, from day one when I first found it out, I didn't want him to be canceled, but like I always say, like a week before, I was thinking, wow, there's no drama around the guy Stephen John who plays Blippi. I'm kind of surprised. And surprise, he took a shit on a man. So, again, I want to see the guy keep his job. But I will always think of him as the man who took an explosive shit on another man's penis, balls, and ass. One's Feck Coco. I don't know. I would have brought him back last year. There was a while I was thinking about bringing him back. It's an interesting character that, with how cancel happy. I mean, the argument I'm sure people make, but Rich, you have the other episode. Yeah, and I won't get rid of those episodes. No way. But I remember people, it was always so weird because I remember some people, it was a majority, it was a handful that were triggered back then, and then like people would reply like, dude, I'm black and I don't find this character racist at all. It just, there's nothing, it's just comedy. Like we make parody of all different kinds of people. And it like I would even see comments like, I'm not offended, I'm black. Are you even black? And they'd be, no, but I think it's like, so if I'm not offended, why are you offended? It's a tough character, man. It's a tough one. It was not created out of racism. It was probably subconsciously a mixture of like Ice-T and Mike Tyson, even though I don't remember thinking of them, but it sounds like a mixture of them. So, and that's it. And who I thought of was a dumbass in like the fanboy community. I think it was the PlayStation 3 at the time, and he just so happened to be black, and like I made this character. That's it. There was nothing racist behind it. But we are in 2021 where what did I say that someone said I was, oh, Karen the soccer mom, why are you being sexist? I can't say Karen the soccer mom. How the fuck am I going to bring back Sexy Coco? Like if people are decrying sexism when I say Karen the soccer mom, which I literally know a mom that's name is Karen and her kids play soccer, how the fuck could I bring back a character that I created that in my mind was a muscular black man? How am I going to do it? There's no way. I was recommended the Howard vid too. It led me to the M Cave. Have you heard of it? No, I haven't. What the fuck? Why is everyone getting recommended this video? Why is everyone getting recommended? Wings has a bigger gack than you, and you cannot be trusted. Crispy toast. What did Blippi do? This is true. Blippi used to be. He wanted to be like the next Jackass before he got the idea for Blippi. And so one of the stunts he pulled was with the Harlem Shake. That was a thing that Filthy Frank became big for, or George Miller, who is Filthy Frank. So he literally, with a bicycle helmet on, was standing on a toilet, naked, but just with the bicycle helmet, dancing to the Harlem Shake, and he had a friend laying under him. Both were naked. The friend was on his back with his ass up in the air. You could see his junk, his hole, his cheeks, and Blippi's dancing, or Stephen John at the time, he wasn't Blippi. And all of a sudden he pushes and he lets out a big explosive diarrhea shit. Blippi's old content. Why are they censoring blowbacks? Oh, because he said shit. Blippi's old content was shit. Literally shit. So, I mean, it was up there. I mean, Chris Chan, I think, I have unfortunately seen beheadings. I have seen assassinations, horrible things. Chris Chan, I do stand by that. I wasn't me being melodramatic. The text that I read with him talking about how they raped their mom and the detail they went into blows my fucking mind. But Blippi's is definitely in the top 10, one of the top 10 grossest. I mean, I've seen like decomposing bodies, but seeing Blippi have an explosive shit on another man's ass is a memorable experience. It's tough to find. I'm sure that there's many entities that are financially vested in Blippi that don't want that out there. But if you look for like 3 minutes, you could witness in 4K him shitting on someone else explosively. Your old vid is gold. What is it even going to let me click? Open a new tab. It never lets me. Nah, dude, it never lets me click that shit. What video is it? If I click it even here, let me see if I copy the link. I hate that it does that, man. Yeah, watch. Like, why don't... And it brings me to the fucking creator studio. Ugh. So, hey, let me drink some coffee here. I need some fucking coffee. I don't know why it's not clickable for me. Maybe if I click right on it, it's going to take me out. Nope. It is not clickable for me. It is not clickable. I don't know why. Why is it saying that? Oh, there we go. I'll try it here. Any link. Nope, it just brings me to the Creator Studio. I copied and pasted into the browser. I just did that. Doesn't work. I click on the video. It doesn't work. So much to learn about. And look, I have done and said stupid things in the past before. I don't want to see Steve and John canceled. Look, like I said, we've all done dumb shit. But I'm just always like, why did you have to shit on somebody, man? Like, out of all the things, like, maybe find out he was unfaithful to his significant other. Who cares about that either? But that's like normal drama. Not having an explosive buckshot shit on another man's cheeks. And it literally was an explosive buckshot shit. It wasn't like just a turd. It was like a turd murder scene. Can you turn the little bird around? I've had enough of his rear. Why, sure. Turn the bird around. Is the MX Master 3 worth it? If I knew what the fuck the MX Master 3 was, I would tell you yes or no. Let me look now. Oh, look, my MX Master 3. That's a mouse. Logitech makes good mice. I do know that. I own a bunch of Logitech mice. So, and it's wireless. Is it considered a gaming mouse? If that's important to you. Not now. What is the DPI on it? Does it say? Tech specs, weight, depth, technology is wired. Thank you. Those are great tech specs. Next, you're going to view all specs. Yes, please. It tells me that the color is black. Are you fucking kidding me? What is the DPI? Like, that's the important stuff. You're going to tell me it's made out of plastic next? Don't knock me on my ass. Like, look, here is the thing. It looks like it's a very ergonomic mouse. It looks like it's a kind of a gaming mouse. I like wireless mice because wires fucking annoy me, mostly. I don't really see how you could go wrong with it. It's $100, $99, not bad. Yeah, but they should give you a range for the DPI. Even if it's customizable, give a range. Like telling me that it's like technical specs. It has buttons. Thank you. I want to get this ThinkPad with the nipple. ThinkPad Track Point Keyboard 2. I want to get this because it's the wireless keyboard, but it has the I think they literally call it a nipple. The red thing, that's how you move it. That would be nice for if like I'm laying in bed stroking my cock and watching Netflix on my projector to have that. Don't be perverted. I'm talking about you, bird. I'm not talking about that cock. Don't be fucking weird. Did I mention fuckbirds? Finally managed to catch you on stream. Thank you, Jaya. My first video I watched about you is about you taking a dump in GameStop. That was not that long ago. That was in 2019, I believe. Including Cucumber USA, Flip-Flops USA, Kissing Chicken, Chicken USA, and Shirtless Man USA. And hey, I'm not shirtless right now. But you never know, that could change. That could change. I definitely think that I will almost place bets that this channel is going to hit 100,000 subscribers before a main channel hits 1 million. And it's not even me being pessimistic. That's just because this channel has a direction. It's about streams. It's about having people on as guests. My other channel is I go from drama to gaming to tech to, well, not that often anymore, politics, because just can't. So I kind of offer a really weird, like, gas station buffet on my main channel, and people get confused and they get scared and run. But this channel has focus, boys. This channel has focus, Bird. Focus on me. 204,000 DPI. I think whether you're doing gaming or just like typing up a paper for college, or if you're in college, are you going to school? You better be going to school, son. You better be tell them to go to school, Bird. But whatever. That's enough resolution that whether you're gaming or whether you're, just doing research, you'll be fine. I am doing more tech. I'm filming tomorrow. I've been using the TV. Tomorrow I'm filming footage of the TV. And then I'll have news tomorrow because I don't want to not upload. But then I'll have the TV review probably Tuesday or Wednesday. I know I have more time with it. They're letting me keep it, which is nice of them. But I know they want the review turnaround in 14 days. I want it sooner because then I have to review a computer and I got to review a phone. I know the Pixel 6 is coming. So I got a lot of shit to... I'm actually going to be reviewing fucking tech in the USA. And it's going to feature TheQuartering. I'd have him review something. Dude, I'll have him review the Aya Neo. Better butter up that bird and release the sound of a turd. I'm guessing that in my channel's fucked way, that means that you want me to take my shirt off, so here you go. You want a turd sound here? Oh! Oh, and a real one. I'd actually want to see Jeremy review a piece of technology. See his takes. His hot takes. His spicy takes. Anyway. Upgraded to Windows 11 Beta on Surface Go. It's good. I may have to try it soon. I have enough computing technology here that I could give it a shot on something. Maybe I'll try it on that little Razer computer that I have. That's another thing I have to make a video on. What the hell? What the hell? You don't know, man? People did give the 50 donos here because it started with a meme from 2016, actually, where I did a shirtless review of the Note 7. And boom, what happens is that the titties come out for half an hour, man. That's what real... I'm not a lol cow. That's a damn good question. They usually... I don't know. Maybe they'll send me either one or both. They usually, if they only send one, they send the higher end one. Depends on the year. Depends on how generous they feel. I'll do a review though, but I'm not gonna like the other review I did. I was just so it was like I got the Pixel 4 XL and I did it like I tried to get like Martin Scorsese involved in filming it. I was a little over the top with that one. I have an IRA that I put money into each year. So, what's a lol cow? Well, when you're a middle-aged man who is on the internet who live streams and you get shirtless, probably would put me in the lol cow definition. I'll just say it myself. It's not. I know it's meant as an insult, but I'm just keeping it real. I'm keeping it 100% with you. I also talk to a fucking bird. That's not real. He's not a real fucking bird. I'm obviously a lol cow. Shut the fuck up. You're handsome. By the way, I want this trackpad. I want this one. So let me go to my Amazon account here. How is Chivalry 2? Open Bob's. Hey, Dad, why does a 400-degree oven burn my hand, but I can pop a 400-degree chicken nugget? Why are you asking me something that's like science, dude? Probably because chickens are gentle on your throat. I don't know. Oh, here it is. How much do they have the Lenovo ThinkPad here for? The wireless one. The wireless one. See all buying options. Why don't you have that many? Why is it so expensive? Why do they have it for so much cheaper? Why am I shopping while I'm live streaming right now? Why am I shopping? Had to buy his fucking stove too. I'm telling you, I'm getting this house in like the next month. I'm gonna have to fucking replace everything in it. That's what happens though. House is from '85, so it's actually in good shape. But literally, I was cooking something and the stove just went. Bzzzt! I'm like, what the fuck? It's just started beep 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 beep. I'm not. That's what it sounded like. It was like beeping like erratically, and I'm like, oh, the stove just died. That'll be cheap. Castlevania Bloodlines versus Symphony of the Night. In my opinion, Symphony of the Night is better. That's like, I don't even have to hesitate to think of that. Bloodlines is... Why is it the cheapest place for this? I'm going to add it to the cart on Lenovo. I'm going to get it from Lenovo, this ThinkHorse. Why does Lenovo just like sell... Well, actually, it's a Lenovo wireless keyboard. What am I saying? Why is Lenovo selling Lenovo wireless keyboards? Like, how does that make any sense? Muscular men break into your house and just start flexing on your mom. Then they start slapping each other's ass and going, "Oh yeah," in a German accent. Google Fish, you're as fucked up as me. That's I said. What did I say to Intro Guy last night? That was almost identical to that. Let me see here. Where is Intro Man? Intro Man. Intro Man. I said, what would you do if a muscular black man was completely naked laying on your couch when you got home from work and he was also eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich while also licking his fingers after each bite? Those are the gripping, deep conversations that I have with Intro Guy. Oh, God, there was a lot of good Castlevanias on the Nintendo DS, man. Flying Hippo, thank you for becoming a member. Oh, man. My brother used to play the crap out of the DS. So, yeah, me and Intro Guy have very, like I said, heart-to-heart discussions about deep topics. Ships free in 5 to 7 days. Cole Address, thank you very much. I'm going to proceed to check out here. Oh, no, I can't proceed right now because then you'll have to see my shit. And I'll do it later. I just want that keyboard because I like not having a trackpad to worry about. Tipster collab. Yeah, I would have Tipster on. Cole, thank you very much. I like that animation. Oh, God. Order of Ecclesia, I would say, Zeb Carlson. There was a lot of good ones, though. I wish they kind of stepped away from the Metroidvania shit for a while, though. Take off the pants. Take off the pants. Stupidest thing you got in trouble for. Oh, God. The most moronic thing I've ever done. Close to it. It's going to sound like not a big deal, but the lack of common sense here is incredible. So we were at a baseball field. It was in the middle of fucking nowhere. I don't even remember where it was. And I was hanging out with a bunch of guys I used to go to, like, grammar school with. Most of them I haven't seen in, like, even at that time, in, like, 10 years at least, 15 years. And we decided to play baseball. And because the lights were getting dark, we just thought it was a smart idea, I shit you not, to just break into the electrical box and try to turn the lights on. And I just didn't see anything wrong with it. I just didn't think it was a bad idea. So we all tried to do it, and then the cops called, and they were like, I remember the cops saying, because it was a really small town where people had nothing better to do. I remember the cop said this to me. He's like, I don't want to prosecute or anything. I don't want to, but it's the community that, because he basically said it in a nice way. They have no fucking lives and nothing better to do. They want to bring it to court. And I'm like, oh, okay, that sucks. And then I never heard anything ever again. There was never a court date set up. There was never anything. I have no idea how I got away. Like, we all got away. I guess they just like, he genuinely said, I really don't want to do this. So in the end, I think he was just like, yeah, we're not going to go pursue this further. So we didn't even really do anything to the box. Like, nothing got damaged. So Silvermania hang glides into your house naked and then proceeds to slather himself in oil, then dances around while he says, come here, sailor. He does it every Friday. Duh. General Weeb gives me an ass with leaves on it, or a peach, one of the two. Looks like it does. It looks like someone's ass with 2 leaves on it. So yeah, obviously more insane things have happened in my life, but the lack of judgment there and sheer lack of common sense was incredible. And I was like 19 when that happened. It wasn't like I was 10 or 9. So you're famous, you're on Bo Black. Oh yeah, I heard that. I was on Bo Blacks. I gotta watch that. We should, you know what? Let's watch it now. Come on, kids. Let's gather around the fire and watch some Bo Blacks. The fire. I'm going to roast you on that fucking fire. So you were famous. You were on Blow, and I didn't know that drama would get big enough to have him cover it. He called it boomer drama. Oh, God. He called it boomer drama? Wear your shirt like Beavis doing for the rest of the stream, or else I will hit the dislike button. Dude, that would be uncomfortable, man. Even if someone threw a 50, I would be like, I'll do it for like 5 minutes. Yeah. But a whole stream, even for a 50, like I said, no. That would be like, that'd have to be like a 500 for me to, oh, no. All right. Boomer drama. Come on, man. You say he probably actually does. Knowing Bo Blacks, he probably does say that about Keemstar, because Keemstar's not that much younger than me. Review tech uses. Damn.
Today, I have some very special
Wow. All right, let's sit down and watch some Bo Blacks, kids. Put on those headphones, grab your ass cheeks, and
spread your cheeks and just go to town.
Thank you. I never understood those motivational posts on social media, quote and picture Wolf of Wall Street cutscenes. It's a movie about criminals who fraud the elderly. Because money is the American dream, man. That's why. My butt's been wiped. And acquiring wealth makes people put their morality to the side. So, let me open sound settings here. Let me go to USB, microphone. No, am I changing the microphone? I don't need to change it. Okay, let me test it. All right. Got to make sure I fix it in OBS or you won't be able to hear it. My butt's been wiped. Change it over. I probably should just wear the headphones for every fucking stream. Barack America and Donald Care. Barack America. All right, let's see. Do you hear this?
Short drama for you guys. As two very old men known as TheQuartering and Review Tech USA have gotten into some boomer beef on Twitter. It all started when Rich of Review Tech USA tweeted out, "The amount of fragile egos in the content creation community is staggering. We make videos and live stream. We aren't winning fucking Oscars or curing cancer. Stop jerking off to yourselves. We aren't celebrities." TheQuartering responds by saying, "I just read over your dating profile. It was amazing." Rich responds, "That's funny. I don't have one, lol. You were such an unbearable piece of shit." Quartering then quote tweets.
Remember though that TheQuartering's probably going to even get pissed off, even though people are saying, "Hey, Rich, Bo Black's made a video, so we're checking it out." It's not that I'm giving any extra sauce to this.
Simon says liar, linking an image of Rich's dating profile.
Which again was deleted before any of this happened.
His bio says, "My kids come first, no debating that. Other than my children, I love making music."
He reads the bio. He reads the bio. It's okay. It's out there. That's no shot at Bo Black's, but he reads the bio. Let's listen.
I've also lost over 170 pounds, so I'd prefer someone living with a healthy lifestyle. A sense of humor is also a huge plus. I'm also noticing a lot of women my age are looking for a dude who is single, child-free, and with no baggage.
That is true. And the thing again is that came from, I can't even message them because it says, "Oh, you don't fit in their criteria." And I've had ones come back to me that I could message saying, "Oh, you have kids." So, that's
if you were in your 30s or 40s and that's what you were looking for, get a blow-up doll. That's your.
I see Rism was being anti-vax on Twitter, and he got, dude, I can't keep up with people. It is what it is. I'm not gonna sit there and like go to battle with every single person that's, even just going to battle with him is just exhausting.
Your best bet. Rich responds to TheQuartering by saying, "That was deleted, lol. Go look to see if I'm on the app. Also, yes, that was my dating profile. Is there a problem with that?" TheQuartering responds, "I mean, it was full of lies, but lol, sad."
Well, I don't understand what yeah, I'm still a fat fuck, but I'm still around like over 150 pounds down. Yeah, I don't eat shit. My kids come first. I'm not really sure. And yeah, I don't want to get with someone, doesn't matter what they look like, that if it's 11 p.m. at night, they're like, "Hey, I'm going to go upstairs and get a hoagie." I don't want to kind of have that lifestyle. What was so damning that was there? Why does it have tip? So I could get tips? I don't have any kind of setup with that. Why is it saying tip when he looks at my... I'm not making money off of Twitter.
Rich
at all.
continues tweeting when he says, "So apparently the lifeless piece of garbage known as TheQuartering has an interest in my personal life. Then you wonder why people think you're a piece of shit, Jeremy, because you are a piece of shit." Jeremy responds by saying, "We are fighting for the same room at your parents' place, bro." He then quote tweets him and says, "Rich, I really wish you the best. I'm very interested to all the women you lied to in your sad online dating profiles. Yes. Take care of the kids you have, creep. You give fat neckbeards a bad name." Rich responds by saying, "Hey Jeremy, you know nothing about my life. Mind your own business, you waste of fucking air." Jeremy responds by saying, "Ricardo can't reply to me without quote tweeting me. What an amazing man." Zach responds to him by saying, "What's the point of this? I don't like Rich either, but why?" Jeremy responds by saying, "Because I will shame any Vosh simp."
You will shame any... I'm not even a Vosh simp. I've super chatted the guy twice, and I've maybe watched like 5 of his streams, and I know the guy streams every day. Like, how does just occasionally watching someone simping, that's like saying I'm an angry video game nerd simp. I was watching a couple of his episodes. Like, am I simping for the nerd? He's gonna take you back to the past. Rich of Review Tech USA's ass. Skip did a bip, dip, dip, dip. No, it doesn't make me... I don't know why I'm singing a song, but it doesn't make me... Why am I not subscribed to Blowbacks? I don't want to join, but I want to subscribe. I know I've been... That's another one. I know I've been subscribed, but whatever. The mysteries of YouTube.
Simp. He is one of the saddest, but I don't care because communism is cancer, and if you want to shill it, you are an enemy to me, as well as America.
I missed that one. Wow, that was really intense. That was like a level 13. What the fuck is going on? You are an enemy to America. Yeah, like... oh my God. I think there should be Medicare for all. I believe in equal rights. That's it. That call me Review Stalin fucking USA.
Cristo Angelo responds to Jeremy by saying, Jeremy, wasn't you supposed to go lay in some bed? You getting that blood flowing for the missus tonight? Jeremy quote tweets him and says, nothing gets me more hard than publicly crushing communists. He then shows up.
When did I become a communist? When did I become a communist? I'm missing the thank you, Boblax, for putting this boomer beef together. I am missing details that I didn't see before. This is enlightening. I am a communist. I guess I am moving to Venezuela. That's it. I am not buying a house I am moving to Venezuela. Did I miss whose super chat did I miss? Did I miss yours? Who did I miss, man? Wear your shirt like Beavis. I answered that, so you're famous.
A picture of Rich blocking him and says, the truth hurts? Meanwhile, over on Rich's Twitter account, he explains why he blocked the quartering by showing his DMs and saying, I'm sure he would realize I'd post this, but I'm taking the bait. The guy is garbage, and I'm blocking him. He also needs a very obsessed with Vosh laughing my ass off.
He also seems my phone autocorrected. Fucking autocorrect.
The DMs start out with Rich saying, are you seriously going into my personal life?
Yeah, that was the reason I blocked him. Me having a spat with him back and forth I wouldn't care about, but you're fucking putting up my dating profile, man, and talking about, like, me taking care of my kids? No.
Are you fucking insane?
Like, that's something I would expect, like, a troll who just started a new account to do shit with, which I would block them, too. Not you.
Or stupid. Jeremy responds, lol. Dude, you were...
Can we give it to Boblax for that?
a fucking loser. You have an enormous viewership and you do
Stream.
nothing but lie. It's so sad. Rich responds.
I don't even get what that means. You have a bigger one than I do. So, and on top of it, what am I lying about, man? I'm looking for your... I don't see your super chat here, bro. And I'm going deep back, man. I went all the way back to the beginning. I went back to when I still had a mullet and I didn't see your super chat, dude. Maybe it didn't come through? You sure it went through? Anyway.
That's a level I would never stoop to. That's gross, man. Unreal. Jeremy responds, the sad details of your day-to-day is something I have avoided posting about and will continue to not post about. Rich responds, my day-to-day? What are you talking about?
What I like about Boblax's videos is he compiles everything together. So you could see, well, all right, you know, Rich is kind of like, you could make a better judgment out of it, at least out of what's available, instead of just going by like a quote tweet or this or that. That's why his channel's successful, because it just kind of compiles everything together. It lets you kind of be the judge. Mostly. I mean, Boblax has takes, but Sexy Carlos, he's a good-looking bird. I'm sorry, he's facing the wrong way.
About Jeremy responds, Rick, tune into Vosh more. It's going to be a huge win for you. Communism is the way. Rich
Communism. I feel like the big red scare, like it's 1984.
Responds, dude, keep it to YouTube. I would never post anything about your personal life. This is just gross and unethical. Jeremy responds, lol, I don't have anything to post. Go suck Vosh's cock. Communism is the way, Ricardo. AD775 responds to Rich by saying, drunk.
I mean, okay, I'm sure there are people here that genuinely hate me. I know there are people that tune into my streams for, like, does he seem good in any way coming out of this? There are people that are like, oh, he still got you because you posted DM. Like, I posted the DMs that were not out of context, and it was just between him and I regarding this topic. I I don't understand how you could know nothing about either of us. Don't know about our politics, don't know about our channels, don't know about our man tits, whatever. How you could look at that and go, Jeremy didn't do anything wrong. That was just a tactical error. All right.
That's when the attacks tend to happen. Then he deletes everything the next day. Seen this episode like 10 times now. Rich responds by saying, oof, oh boy. Jeremy reacts to Rich leaking the DMs by saying, how will I survive Communist
Simp Ricardo
Simp Ricardo Tech USA leaking our DMs? Jeremy then quote tweets Rich by showing a post he made in 2010 and captions it by saying, I know you are a racist piece of commie shit. In the 11-year-old post, Rich says, lol, lower paychecks. Shit, I haven't had a solid one since 2009 and had to move back home.
I remember I posted this. I talked about that, I believe, in either 2014 or 2015. It was almost a decade ago.
And feel like a 29-year-old man-child. Both Bush and Obama are jackasses. Bush built the economy coffin, and Obama's half-black ass is putting the nails in it. Rich responds to Jeremy posting this when he said,
yeah, and like I said, that was in poor taste. It wasn't meant to be racist. It was me being the edgy. How old was I back then? 29. Like that's a thing. Like shit I even did back at that time. I would never use that terminology now. I wouldn't use that terminology 5 years ago. And it's something that was already brought up many, many, many moons ago and something that's already addressed. So he did exactly what he said that he's against. I don't understand how people still defend him. You could still watch him. You could be like, Rich, I just don't like you. I think you're ugly and fucking disgusting and I hate your takes. But you could still be like, dude, I'd rather support Jeremy. But if you look at this and still say that he was in the right with this, I don't. You're just gone. Like, I could tell you that it's nighttime out. And I could tell you it's sunny and it's also raining with 2 rainbows in there, and Gabe Newell is actually the sun staring at you, and you would believe it. It's clear to me, after listening to this, that you were indeed a communist. I am, man. I don't even know how you get. Like, I could see, like, if I had Vosh's like face tattooed between my man tits. Like, I occasionally watch a stream. Like, I'm literally talking like once a month, and I've maybe donated $10 worth of super chats to him total accumulated. Like, it's not like I'm like, oh my god, Vosh. You know what I mean? So I mean, again, you could love the guy, like him better than me. I just don't know how you could come out of this when a guy who has built this platform. Here we are talking about it again, but Blowback's made a fucking video literally today, so it's kind of unavoidable, who's using the same tactics that they swore to be against. Because what? I said you're a grifter, a grifting piece of shit in a live stream, Jeremy? Oh no, I'm sorry. Are you going to be okay? I thought I thought that, the alpha males don't like claiming being the victim either. I thought the Chads out there don't like playing the victim and clutching pearls, but you did both. Oh, when it's convenient for you, you do it, but then you just pretend that you're an alpha male when you're really not. I'm conservative, but TheQuartering is way too much of a hack for me. His personality, the way he talks in his videos, seems extremely fake. No, like he puts on a facade and he's actually a piece of shit behind the scenes. No way. And even he doesn't really hide it that much in his videos. He hides it just enough so YouTube can't ban his ass.
Says, imagine bringing up something I addressed almost a decade ago. Apparently I'm a friend of Vosh and an enemy of the people. I'm out, Jeremy. You're insane. Yes, this is something I said in 2009. I already owned up to. I am reposting this here because I blocked Jeremy because he was going into my personal life, and I didn't want to make it seem like I was sweeping this under the rug.
Yeah, because, if I blocked him and didn't repost that, people would be like, why don't you want anyone to see it? I'm like, no, you can see it. I've talked about it before. It's something I regret saying. It's something I said a very long time ago. It wasn't meant to be racist. It was meant to me trying to be an edgy prick with someone that was saying stupid shit in my timeline. It's something I would never use that terminology now, and I moved on from it. But the guy who champions being anti-cancel culture was cancel culture. Used it, like, flat out. Like, that's what I mean. This is what I mean, and this is what scares me about, like, his base. Jeremy's base. It's not that I have like some personal petty shit with him. You don't see that he's doing exactly what he seems to be totally against and champion against. How do you watch someone who their foundation is built on a lie? You don't have to watch me. I'm not trying to get any of his audience. I don't give a fuck. You could think I'm the biggest piece of shit on the planet. I don't care. But still, like, I'm anti-cancel culture, except when someone pisses me off and hurts my feelings, then I'll cancel them because they're a communist and they're an enemy of the people. Fine, look, think I'm garbage. That is okay. You could think I am absolute fucking shit. But he is a hypocrite. And it's scary that so many people like just are like, yeah, he's alpha male, you cuck, you communist, you bad, we don't care.
Imagine making a living pretending to be anti-cancel culture, then immediately turn around and attempt to get someone canceled you don't like. That, my friends, is a fucking hypocrite. Good night, lol. TheQuartering continues posting about Rich when he says, 700 likes and I'll post Rich's dick pic.
Then you wonder, like, and then you're like, oh, all the journalism websites can't stand me. Dude, you actually are as toxic as, like, I used to, like, even when I got off the quartering train, I'm just like, all right, man, he's a grifter, super conservative. I don't agree with him on a lot of shit. He's not my style. But no, like, you literally are as bad as the industry makes you out to be. You just did it to me. Like, there's no debate anymore. It's all here in a Bo Black's video in HD. You got to step up your game and go to 4K, Bo Blacks. What you doing? It's fucking incredible.
He then responds to Rich calling him a hypocrite by saying, why are you continuing to tweet about B behind a block? Rich then shares one more DM from Jeremy and captions it by saying, laughing my ass off, okay, I'm done.
I can't wait.
In the DM, Jeremy says, I can't wait for the day your anti-American commie ass gets back in the breadline. You are an enemy of freedom. Chris Reagan responds, lol the fuck? To which Rich responds, bro, I hope he's drunk.
I just don't understand how any of this could be seen and this doesn't raise red flags with him. Again, I'm not looking for anything. I've lost subs and the somewhat more views I get from those videos does not equal to me retiring. Like, it's genuinely a detrimental thing to talk about it. I just know. I'm trying to say this without sounding melodramatic, but I am. I just know I'm on the right side of history with this, and I'm not going to back down. You know what I mean?
Jeremy responds to Rich by saying, thanks for leaking this. I 100% stand by it. Commies need to be called out. Have a sexy night, everyone.
Commies need to be called out. They need to be canceled? I thought you said you were against cancel culture no matter what, man. I'm not a communist either, but if the conservatives are also using cancel culture, we as a human society... Dude, it's literally, like, it's not that I'm being melodramatic. It's not that I'm exaggerating things. He used cancel culture, and he is a guy who swears that he is anti-cancel culture, and here we are. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not... Bo Blacks has the two boomers here, and he's showing everything for us to feast on.
Rich continues tweeting when he says, I have a feeling the bearded man I just recently blocked is on the sauce, and is going to regret his tweets and DMs. Luckily, I screen capped them laughing my ass off. What a shit show that was. Repsion responds by saying, I don't even know what's going on, but trying to use a Facebook post which you addressed from over 10 years ago is a bit extreme. Rich quote tweets and says, he literally just did what he makes a living preaching against, laughing my ass off. It's mind-numbing hypocrisy on a level I have never fucking seen. The next day, this drama
That is also true, too. I wasn't... like... it's like the equivalent of if you woke up one day and Linus Tech Tips told you that, yeah, I don't like technology at all. I'm actually going to turn this channel into a stamp collection channel. Like, what people don't realize, or maybe they don't care because they're pieces of shit too, and just pretend they're anti-cancel culture, except if they hate the person, they want to see him canceled. That's like the equivalent of what TheQuartering did. Like, the foundation of what his channel is based on, he doesn't practice. It's like finding out that fucking Linus is actually Amish behind the scenes. And he churns his own butter. Imagine Linus just going home, like, shirtless and just like, honey, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just turning the butter. Churning. Not turning. Churning. That's how he keeps in shape. He goes home and churns that butter. Linus Nipple Tips is living that Amish life, son. I don't even know what I'm saying right now. I knew he was right-leaning, which is fine. But he seems way too close to the extreme. Scarily close. No shit, and I've been seeing that for a while, too. And there's a tweet out there, which I'm pretty sure he deleted as well, so I have to say that because I can't technically confirm it, where he says he doesn't want a community, he wants a fucking army. And the guy does not seem very mentally stable. Oh, I can put my shirt back on. He doesn't seem very stable. And he has people that will follow him into the fucking trenches. Like, again, you could love Jeremy and hate me, and that's fine. You could hate my political viewpoints. You could hate my opinions. You could think I'm an asshole. But if you look at this and think that he's in the right here, and you think that I'm just a piece of shit, I don't know, man. There's no helping you. It's all right there. I mean, it's some cult of personality shit. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's keep going. Let's listen to Blowbox's beautiful voice.
Continues when Rich tweets out, "Oh my god, TheQuartering deleted every vile tweet he sent towards me. I could never imagine why. Fuck him. You post things about my personal life or my kids, you get roasted." Natch Wolf responds to him by saying, "It's the quartering cycle. Get drunk, talk shit, delete like nothing happened, play dumb."
If he does have a social media manager, she must have to pop a fucking Xanax when she comes into work every day. She must just be like, was he drinking last night? Fuck. Here we go. Delete, 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 delete.
Rich quote tweets him.
Anyone else feel like the situation could turn into another Benghazi that's going to hell super quick? Yeah, I don't even want to talk about it here, but I don't know. I have takes. I just watched a Linity highlight video. She does things to her pets I would never... those are old, though. I'm not defending her. I've talked about them before. It's not okay. But I think she's addressed that before, and as far as I know, those are all ancient. Again, it doesn't make it right, but...
And says, "That's why I screen capped everything. You don't get to sweep that bullshit under the rug. Also, he was blocked because he crossed the line and went into my personal life. If you think I'm a coward for that, you need to reassess your life." Well, I guess I'm making a video on all this then. That was the real Jeremy last night. Jeremy continues talking about the situation when he tweets out, "I was too mean to Rich last night. Deleted the tweets. Still think he is a bum, but I went too hard. My bad." By the way, people always assume it's drinking that leads to shitting on people on Twitter. It almost never is. The drink less comments are hilarious to me. It's boredom, not booze.
That makes it worse, Jeremy. That doesn't make it better. That just means you're a fucking sociopath then. I would have personally hid behind the alcohol if that's what people were assuming. That's like, it's like, everyone's like, man, is it the reason he robbed the bank because he was drunk? He's like, no, man, I was sober. I knew I was robbing the bank. Like, that's not a good thing to admit. That's not a good thing to admit. Go with the fact that you were under the influence.
Rich tweets out, "Me criticizing TheQuartering on my live stream last night was the impetus for him causing drama, by the way." Jeremy responds to this by saying, "Lol, imagine thinking I watch your live streams."
You have literally been seen in the chats. You just left a comment talking shit about your sub growth and everything under one of my live streams here. You factually have been here watching the streams. So that was all just a coincidence when I wrote that last night. It just so happened when people were showing what you said to me in that video, that you had that outburst, like that quote tweet against me. Come on, man.
Dude, you literally can't keep my name out of your mouth. And when you finally get attention, you melt down and act all surprised I would dislike you. I know this is very exciting for you, but yikes.
Dude, I talk about everybody. I bring up Wings all the time. I bring up DSP all the time because I bring up whatever is being talked about currently in the gaming industry. You get brought up a lot because you do stupid shit. I don't get. There's no notoriety. People talk about me all the time, man, all the fucking time. Do I have meltdowns and show their fucking dating files because of this? You don't look good in this no matter what you want to flip it as, man. And if you were sober, you're fucking insane. At least you could have hid behind the liquor, motherfucker. If you actually were sober, you are cuckoo for fucking Cocoa Puffs, bro.
I constantly talk about a dude on my live streams, but he caused the drama. Holy shit, this guy is a moron. Rich continues tweeting about this when he says, "Is it true that TheQuartering said he wants an
I wonder if he finds this out, because I am interested in
army
that.
and not a community? I've only seen screen caps, but if that's true, that's on some megalomaniac type shit, lol." Rich also ends up making a YouTube video on TheQuartering.
He was laughing really hard because it was in all caps. They should have translated the tweet, see what it said. I'm honestly wondering if the crackdown on misinformation of YouTube will terminate his channel. I almost hope not. I don't want to see him deplatformed because just like every other motherfucker, all it does is embolden their audience. They'll probably fucking blame me for it. I've never flagged any of his shit.
Jeremy responds to it on Twitter by saying, Brandon responds by saying, "I used to watch you, but damn, you went too far. I don't agree with Rich's political views either, but there are lines you don't cross."
Wow, someone who's being conservative with common sense. There actually is quite a bit. Like, there are even people I've read in his comments that were like, yeah, dude, you kind of went overboard. I don't like Rich. I think Rich is a piece of shit, but you need to relax a little bit.
Jeremy quote tweets him and says, "Wow, you've made me rethink everything. Thank you for this heartfelt feedback."
Dude, take it from a person who you went out of your way to quote tweet somebody, so obviously you do care. If you're taking the time to go, time to get the phone, my butt cheeks are hurting, I don't care. This is me not. Oh, this is me opening the app, quote tweeting, and not caring. You fucking care. You care. You care a lot.
He is literally using the "he went after my kids" line to manipulate his viewers. This is hilariously amazing. Imagine it, being rich.
You said go take care of your kids, you creep. You put up a dating profile, and then you said you were going to show my dick pic. Whether you were serious or not, which I know you're not, because like I always say, I don't have one out there.
Everman Lockhart responds to Jeremy by saying, "Man, you didn't just went after his kids. I don't think that was the whole point. I think it's all of the sum of you desperately trying to find ways to lay a blow on him."
Hey, someone else gets it.
Laughing my ass off, like looking for a dating profile to somehow humiliate him. Jeremy responds by saying, "This..."
Oh my God, does he respond back to everyone? I mean, I respond back a little too much too, but this is like, this clown shit talks me regularly, then cries when I clap back. Sit the fuck down. Talk about whataboutism 101 there. Why don't you address what she just said right there? Jeremy. Oh, yeah? Sit down. You're a clown. Sit down. Damn. You got him.
This clown shit talks me regularly and then cries when I clap back. Sit the fuck down. Young XX responds to Jeremy by saying, "You didn't even provide any counterclaims or justification for what you did."
And it's true. He just fucking said, like, shut up and sit down. You. Well, you. He doesn't have any justifications because he's a piece of shit.
Clown emoji. TheQuartering quote tweets him and says, "Rich is a fucking clown who constantly disparages me unprompted. That's the justification. I don't need any other."
Yeah, dude, me having bad takes on you, takes that you don't like, that doesn't mean you could go, hey, dating profile, take care of your kids, you piece of shit. What did you creep. You creep. You can't. No. That's not how it works. There's people who say negative shit. Like, I always bring them up because it's a perfect example. I have to say, or repeat myself. You as a Pat the NES punk literally called me a piece of garbage. Am I going to go find his dating profile? Am I going to talk shit about his family? No, because I keep it to you. You don't. You're just a fucking piece of shit. Did I mention Jeremy's a piece of shit? Yes, he's a piece of shit. Starting a channel soon. If something like this happens to me, I'll know my channel will be a success. Yeah, dude, it's not fun when it goes like, but I knew the battle up. My editor was like, I'll just keep real. He was like, dude, you really want to make this video about Jeremy? You really do? And I'm like, yeah, you know what's going to happen, right? Yeah. I don't care.
Spread your cheeks and just go to town.
I actually said that to my editor as well. Thank you.
Oh my god! He is moralizing that I need to get help.
Well, either way, if it was the booze making you doing it, or you're just insane, I'm literally not saying this from a derogatory standpoint. You do have issues, bro. Like, either way, it's actually worse if you weren't drinking.
What a total fucking idiot. My only apology is to the viewers I share with Rich.
My only apology is to the people that I grift to and want to suck their dick because that's how I make my money. Please don't leave me. I beg you. Rich actually has some pretty damning stuff on me, but I swear I'm actually the victim here. He actually talks bad and criticizes me in live streams because people bring up my name since I'm fairly relevant, or if we're talking about something with grifting, which happens a decent amount, I'm one of the biggest grifters out there. So I apologize for you because I seem like a fucking idiot right now.
I know they are numerous, and it's not fair to put you in the middle of this cringe. This man has been saying disparaging things about me on live streams and Twitter for months, and I boiled over and finally responded. I've blocked him on Twitter and YouTube, and responded to his hilarious 15-minute pity fest. And that's hopefully the end of it. Delta169 responds to Jeremy by saying, "Rich sounds like he's about to cry towards the end of the video." Jeremy quote tweets him and says, "My favorite part was when he lowered his voice and tried to tell me to get the help I need."
I'm serious though. Everyone tells me this. I mean, I don't have any cameras in his house, so I don't know and don't care that much, to be quite frank with you, that it's a thing that he gets pissed drunk and then goes on Twitter tirade. Like, it's a known thing.
Guessing Rich has a quartering shed somewhere.
For the... How many videos have I made on the quartering? We'll actually look right now. Let's actually look right now. Because someone told me that there's a Blow Blacks video that was put out literally today, Saggy Melons. So, let's see. Let's see if I'm in Brie Larson, the quartering. Let's see. Oh my God. I have 1, 2, 3... I attack no one. I feel like there's another one, to be honest. Yeah, and one of them is actually a video defending him. Look at this. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 videos. Let me see, maybe if I put a space, just to make sure. The quartering gets blocked. That was the live stream where I think I sided with the quartering with that live stream where I was talking to Angry Joe. So I have 6 videos in the period of, well, my entire channel's existence. Like, so what are you talking about, dude? Why do I need my quartering shed? How many videos on Brie Larson do you have that we count like one time? At least 40 plus?
Missing D-Jin response by saying, you don't...
Quartering laughing like he knows what it's like being rich and telling people to sit down. There's a song called Humble that he might... Yeah, he knows nothing about my life except for what Troll sent him. He knows nothing about me. He knows nothing about what happens outside of this room. He knows nothing. He goes by the weak information. I know he was handed all that from some fucking weirdo that probably stalks me. I know he was handed all that shit. It just...
Take the higher ground if he does these things. Words are words after all. Not being mean. But aren't you doing the same thing cancel culture does? I don't...
No! Wow! No way. It's like... He blatantly did just that.
We always with Review Tech USA politically, but he has the freedom to do so do you. Jeremy responds by saying, yeah, what exactly about making a response video to someone who's made a 15-minute video on you full of lies is cancel culture?
What did I lie about in that video, dude? What did I lie? I lied with showing evidence with screen captures of what did I lie about? Are you talking about this recent video? Or do you mean my opinion on you that virtually everyone's opinion on you is that you grift? Where are the lies? Where are those lies? Did I manipulate the tweets that were out there? Oh, man. This is fun. I'm actually glad you guys brought this up.
Meanwhile, over on Rich's Twitter, he tweets out that the quartering blocked him and says, achievement unlocked. Natchwolf responds by showing the tweet of Jeremy saying he apologizes only to the viewers he shares.
Yeah, because that's all he cares about. The numbers are all he cares about. Look, I like the numbers too. I like the fact that I get in super chats in the stream. I'm about numbers as well. Everyone's like, it's a job. I get that. But have a spine, man. Stop worrying worrying about your fucking tactical errors and take a fucking stance, dude.
With Rich and captions it by saying, usual Jeremy. Rich quote tweets him and says, it's going to be delicious to see him squirm out of all the 4K receipts I had in that video. I think it's hilarious that he's trying to play the victim here. Player Essence responds to Rich by saying, how the hell is he going to start something with you last night? You call him on his BS, then he blocks you. Okay. Rich responds by saying, well, admittedly I blocked him first. However, in my defense, it was because he said stuff about my kids, put out personal info, and posted my dating profile.
Is there anything there that I over-exaggerated? If I did, let me know. I'm not saying that to be like, no. Like, am I blowing anything out of proportion with what happened?
He also threatened to post a dick pic that I know doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Lol. Later that night, Rich does a live stream where he talks more about the situation, and the quartering reacts to it on Twitter by saying, pathetic loser Ricardo made sure to milk this manufactured drama for another 90-minute live stream on top of the 15-minute video, while I was playing with my dogs at the park. W.
Oh, yes. The only reason that I streamed for about 2 hours is because of Jeremy. I never stream for about 2 hours. It's not like I'm known for streaming, talking to a bird, and taking my shirt off. That's it. I solely got on there to get similar viewership and a similar amount of revenue because of you. I gained a lot from this, Jeremy. It was my 4D chess master plan. I went into this, you know what? I'm going to get a video that gets slightly above average viewership, and I'm going to lose about another 1,000 subscribers, and I'm going to make the same money during my live streams. This is my grand plan. You're an idiot. Yeah, he calls me Ricardo. It's so weird.
Whaleman responds by saying, he's really gone downhill since Karen took the kids. Jeremy quote tweets him and says, look, I don't agree with people dunking on his divorce.
I was never married.
That's like 40% of Americans. A cringe catfish dating profile? While funny, probably should have ignored. Cheesegate? Sure. To me, the most hilarious part is this dude thinks he's in a position to offer advice to anyone. Black Aura responds to TheQuartering by saying, you're losing it, Jeremy. Get back to the meds or take a break. Jeremy quote tweets him and says,
Does he just quote tweet everyone like, he makes fun of me for quote tweeting, but I actually quote tweet, admittedly. I'll quote tweet people I agree with. I'll quote tweet people where like they had a different take than me and I'm like, oh shit, good point. Like, I don't just quote tweet to fight. Like, I quote tweet if I think something's funny. I'll quote tweet all, like, does he only quote tweet when he's pissed? My favorite Twitter personality is the concern troll. I used to watch you, but clown. These idiots think I'm as dumb as them and somehow value their critique of my content. Oh, dude, are you going down the route where anyone who says anything negative about you is a hater? Ooh, man. Hope that grift is good, bro, because if you're already going down there, things are not looking good. Didn't the Quarter Pounder say he doesn't watch your streams, but suddenly he knows about everything you... Yeah, that's the thing. Well, okay. Here, let me... The objective take I will say is maybe people, hey, here, Jeremy, do you know that Rich was talking about you? Hey, Jeremy, you know what Rich is talking? That may have happened. But I've literally seen them in these streams. So...
favorite Twitter personality is the concern troll. The I used to watch you but clown. These idiots think I am as dumb as them and somehow value their critique of my content as if it was in good faith. Man, I was going to bed, but I just couldn't not go live and collect these super chats. TheQuartering also makes a YouTube comment on Rich's stream and says,
the streams he doesn't watch. These are the streams that he doesn't watch.
Cope and see, the loser. How many subs did this cost you? At least you got some sweet super chats. I hope you one day get that 1 million subs. You need it. Rich responds to this on Twitter by saying, remember though, he truly wishes me the best. He was simply retweeting my dating profile to hopefully get me a date, and attempted to cancel me to help build my character. Your brain-dead followers can leave, Jeremy. I'll be just fine, my friend. And that's about it for the feud between these two. Pretty hilarious and pointless stuff. Personally, out of the two, I think Rich is more in the right, but I would love to hear what you guys think about this in the comment section below. Thank you so much to my channel members for supporting the channel.
Yeah, I like his shit, man. It just kind of, even if like I was in the wrong, I would still like it because he just shows everything. It is what it is. You can't refute anything that's there. It's all screen capped. You know what I mean? Rich, there's no winning. Look, there's no, from a business perspective, I won shit. It's not like I make a whole bunch off of that fucking video. I lost subscribers, and it puts me in like a drama circle. I get it. I'm not stupid. But it's over. Bo Black's made a video on two old men going out. I don't even know how old TheQuartering is. He does have an amazing beard, though. And Jeremy, if you come and start crying, it is because my audience brought it to my attention. I talk about whatever my audience wants me to talk about, mostly, unless it's something stupid or very politically volatile and I just don't feel like getting into it. So, too bad. I talk about... let me take these off now. Actually, wait, no, I'm not going to take them off. And Jeremy doesn't watch. Yeah, it just... I mean, okay, maybe, like I said, he genuinely doesn't. And people from these streams, I'm sure happens all the fucking time. People from these streams go and say, hey, Rich, you wrote Rich said about you. And probably the people who are doing that are probably ones that want to see shit started. So they probably make it seem, embellish it, and make it seem a lot worse than it really is. No beard tops Gabins. That is true. So that was fun. That was a good time. But there, I just don't. I'll never. There's a. I guess I learn it from. Oh no, shoe on head. Why? Butt cheeks. What are you tweeting from her account? Yeah, I don't understand this. Two YouTubers publicly disagree on something. Mom and Dad, please stop fighting. Please, I'm crying and shaking. Oh my God, I'm going to throw... Yeah. Like, I could talk about Mark Cerny, positive or negative, for example. He's just an as-if example. First name. In, like, 10 videos. I could talk about, like, Activision negatively or literally call out someone directly from Activision in 10 videos. I make, like, literally have made, out of my over now 4,000 videos I think I'm around, or close to it, I've made 6 on TheQuartering. There was live streams where it was actually, I think I was defending him in those live streams. So if you want to include those 8, sorry, I'm not up to those Brie Larson numbers, Jeremy. Oh my God, guys, stop fighting. What's all this drama about? I'm so tired of it. Oh my, it's like all I do is review TheQuartering's Butt Cheeks USA. I've made a half dozen videos on the guy out of the thousands upon thousands upon thousands of videos I make, because it's interesting to see all the craziness that goes on. And plus, yes, it is free real estate. I'll never hide that. I make videos multiple times a week talking about PS5 and its restock. I make 2 videos in the past year, or 3, on TheQuartering, over a year. Why? Oh my God, stop! Waiting for beta acceptance. Gamix. I want to get a SSD for my PS5, my scratched up PS5. I still hate the way they fucking do that. My PS5 digital is scratched up because once you pop the cherry of the side panels, it's no problem to take it. They click in nice and solid. They come off. You gotta like have where the I don't remember what if I had one in front of me, I can do it. But the first time you do it, man, it is like you gotta pop that cherry. You gotta pop it. It is not intuitive the way they did those side panels. There is nothing I know that will make people angry. I don't care if it makes you angry. That is not the way a side panel should have to be taken off. You know, it's just like, okay, so you get it, and it's just like, oh, God, it just kind of just slides, and the next thing you know, you see these white lines, these white scratches in the black. That is not a comfortable... Yes, I do. I want an army of blind followers that just listen to every single word that comes out of my mouth. Said never me ever. Jeremy sure is a child, honestly. That's why the saying actions speak louder than words is used. Hopefully he understands that one day. Yeah, I don't like, and the thing is, anyone who Bo Black showed just examples. Okay, maybe not everyone, but anyone who those were just critiques. They weren't even that rough on Jeremy, and he's these are fucking trolls and haters and blah blah. I'm like, dude, really? That's lolcow. Like, look, man, I know I'm a lolcow. I know I take the shirt off and the nips come out and all that shit, and that's lolcow territory. But that's like the dangerous lolcow territory. When anyone who gives you a healthy critique, you call a hater. Once you go there, there's no coming back. Review Karl Marx and dude, the fact that he calls me a commie. Fucking really, Jeremy? Really? Hit that ass cheek button. Ass cheek button. Ass cheek button. Oh no, unfaithful God of seduction. Oh my God, that is Ron Jeremy's dick. He is hung, man. But No, dude, I don't even think it's jealousy. I think it's because he has more subs than me. He gets more viewership than me. And hey, man, I'm not knocking the performance of his channel. That's great. I mean, his ethics are a different story, but I'm not knocking if it, you know, like Scott DeWaz had less subs than me than like a year ago, and he's blown right the fuck past me. And I think that's absolutely amazing. He is a very talented guy, and he deserves all the success that he gets. But if you're a fucking hypocrite, I'm going to call you out for being a hypocrite. But that's all I'll do. I won't go posting your dating profile. And I know a lot of people bring up, wasn't there a guy you were trying to find if his docs was valid back in like 2014 or 2015? Yeah, that was my psychotics. Yeah, I wouldn't have done it now in 2021. This was me learning how to handle trolling. That was literally my psychotic stalker who was putting out pictures of my family, going into my personal life, doing a whole bunch of crazy shit. Now, again, I wouldn't have done that now. That was a very long time ago. But that was like, I don't know what else to do. This guy is a fucking psychopath. You know, I think he also tweeted that too. I'm actually pretty positive that he did. I don't know. I don't see, but I think he's too blinded by his own ego, School of the Cat Lady, for him to actually be jealous of that. Like, he just cares about the numbers. He doesn't care about it. One thing I will say, though, and I can make a prediction, is that his people will eventually catch on. There are some people, it was amazing. It was refreshing to see some people like, yeah, dude, you're kind of hypocritical and I'm out. You know, and look, I don't want to gain. I don't gain subs from talking about Jeremy. I lose sometimes thousands talking about Jeremy. So that wasn't the point. But it's nice, even if I make like 10 people wake up to see what his bullshit was about. Yeah, turning left versus right for business, and that's what I don't like. I don't like doing. What the fuck, man? I don't like doing that either. I don't just stick to it. And everyone does that because they know you either, the two ways to make the most money on YouTube is to either never talk about politics ever, or you have to blindly take a side. If you are objective, you will always piss off a base and lose them. So if you ever wonder why you watch a left-leaning or right-leaning channel and you're like, is that really your take? It probably isn't. Because they're grifting to make sure that their base is appeased. Yeah, what happened to the Hodge twins? When did all of a sudden they become like far-right dudes? Like, how big was that check? Like, how big was that? All of a sudden, they're like, MAGA, man. Like, when did that happen? What happened to the guys who would just go in their car? And they gave takes. I don't care that they gave takes, but their takes used to be a lot more balanced. You know, I'm not all like, you know what I mean? Like, now it's just like, they're just MAGA. Yeah, they got a check. They were just like, it was without a doubt probably more zeros than I will ever see. Well, not ever see in my life, but at least in the near future see. What if the Wii U was made as a more of a true Wii successor? Still gave it HD, but focus should have been on improving the motion technology. What the main thing they needed to do, Hunter, is not name it the Wii U and make people know it was a different console. They were hoping, oh, Wii U, and the Wii is successful, so people are obviously going to want the Wii U. But not only did they not market it right, people didn't even know it was a fucking console. They thought it was an add-on for the Wii. That was just bad, man. That was just bad. Can't see the U.S. sharing a government in the future. I'm not sure exactly what you mean by that, bro. I got to piss, though, real quick. I'll be back in a second. Make sure you guys watch my bird. Yes, I have to piss. Viper, I will say this, though. Would it ever have been handled right? Let that sink in for a little bit. Would it have ever been handled right? Or did we make a mess we can never clean up and we just had to leave with the mess still there? Well, I watch Metal Jesus Rocks. I watch Blue Brutal Moose and CGR on streams. Okay. I'm sure I could get someone out of those three. Yeah, absolutely. Can a man just go take a piss and get a bottle of water and have a bird on his table? Keemstar snitched. Let's watch this whole thing with Keemstar because Blow Blacks breaks it down. I wanted to watch this too, so let's watch this. Since we're talking about fucking review, drama, Florida, New York.
So about 2 years ago, there was this theory going around that Ethan Klein of the H3 podcast helped contribute to the removal of one of the biggest exposed videos on him at the time, The Death of H3 Productions by Gokinaru. This was helped substantiated by the fact that Ethan met up with the CEO of YouTube a couple months prior to the video's removal, with one of the topics they specifically talked about being creator-on-creator harassment. Keemstar later re-uploaded this video to his channel, with edits to it to be more in line with YouTube TOS, but that version also ended up getting removed, with Ethan again being speculated to be involved in the video's removal. But 2 years later, it seems like the tables have turned, because now instead of Keemstar accusing H3 of removing a video, Ethan is accusing Keemstar of contributing to the removal of one of his recent videos. That being the
It's like the beef between... be it fucking TheQuartering, except both are way more relevant. I like the sad eyes and the for Keemstar. That is funny. That is some funny shit.
Podcast where he talked about Keemstar's new relationship with a 20-year-old. But what did Keemstar do to help fuel this theory? Well, it all stems from a Twitter video that
That would actually be good to get her on a live stream too. Yeah, Shoe on Head. Yeah, she just followed me on
made
Twitter.
Shortly after the podcast's release, titled Dear YouTube and Susan Wojcicki. Here is what he said.
You know, I'm fucking so sick of this one-sided bullshit, right? You know, in 2020, when Ethan Klein had the content nuke on me, right? I was tweeting pictures of horses at him, fucking with him. I was trolling him, messing with him, right? YouTube literally hits me up basically saying that, you know, I can be kicked out of the partnership program for fucking bullying harassment if I continue this, right? So I don't, right? All I want to do is talk shit to these motherfuckers. That's all I want to do. But I can't because YouTube will kick me out of the fucking partnership program, right? If I do that.
Clean your floor. I should talk, actually. Never mind. I have a whole bunch of boxes and shit right next to me right now. I'm kind of slobbing it in my office, so never mind. I will take that back, Keemstar. But we both should clean our offices, sir. As two middle-aged men, we should clean our offices more.
I literally have the emails here threatening me that that's going to happen. Can't do creator-on-creator harassment. But Ethan Klein has made about 50 fucking videos breaking TOS, breaking the bullying and harassment thing. He uploaded a fucking video of a Keemstar puppet and he's like fucking it. How is that not breaking YouTube TOS? How is that not breaking the bullying and harassment thing? And listen, I'm not a little baby. I can take it. But they're silencing me where I can't talk shit back. Now he uploads this video with someone that's supposed to be my new girlfriend. It's like a fake person calling in. And they're like, yeah, Keem's got a little dick. Keem's dick doesn't work. And am I over here crying about it?
Yo, why are you even bringing it up, son? I like that shit. To me is funny. That happens on the Howard Stern show all the time. Like, I have a little dick. Just embrace having a little dick, son. Yeah, you're kind of crying right now, Keem. You're kind of crying. Even if he did it to you before, I get it. Like, that's like if Jeremy ever breaks up his wife and because she never comes back from getting her pizza. and he goes on dating profiles. I wouldn't post that shit. Whatever. I'll be the, no pun intended, the bigger man in that situation. Because I rather weaponize having some class. You know what I'm saying? Let him post them. If he gets in the same situation where he's out looking for, you know, a new lady friend to trim his beard, I wouldn't post it. Why are you bringing up shit to try to get him in trouble, son? Like, we don't need this.
Absolutely not. But let me talk shit back. I really want to fucking know, Susan, Team YouTube, everybody at YouTube, why is it Keemstar versus H3H3 and YouTube staff? Explain that to me. Why is there blatant favoritism? I have the emails. I have all the proof to back it up. I have sent emails when he broke TOS saying, hey, look, he's doing the same thing that you threatened to kick me out of the partnership program out, and it gets ignored. Explain this to me. Explain the blatant fucking bias. Because all of these fucking YouTubers, David Dobrik, everyone else has dealt with this bullshit with Ethan Klein. Why is Ethan Klein getting special treatment? Explain it. Explain it. Why is it other YouTubers versus Ethan Klein and YouTube staff? Please explain it to all of us right now why he's getting special privileges.
So about 3 days after Keemstar made that Twitter video, that exact episode of the H3 podcast Keemstar was referring to ended up getting removed for sexual content. We found out about this on Twitter when Nicholas Diorio tweeted it out. Keemstar quote tweeted him and said, and they said I was acting dangerous without protection. He then makes a Twitter...
Oh, man. You don't want to set that... Dude, these motherfuckers want YouTube to go full Twitch, don't they? Like, come on. Why are they even fighting about this to cause it? Look at there's repercussions to this shit, too. Man, I
video titled, H3H3 got 2 strikes on his channel.
You know, I should be jumping up and down happy, but I'm just not. I'm not happy, right? Justice.
But you just asked for it, so why are you not happy? You got what you wanted. Congratulations.
Has been served 2 videos of Ethan Klein and Gila Klein and the H3H3 podcast were taken down for violating terms of service of YouTube. Him getting 2 strikes, I don't know. I can only guess, but I'm sure he probably can't upload for a while, can't stream. And quite frankly, he deserves it. It's well overdue. The stuff that is set up.
Yeah, set it so where if you talk about edgy stuff, Keem, that they could take down our streams. I'd love to see the stream that was taken down. It probably... If it was just audio, like I talk about, I am Donald Trump and I want to have a tremendous turd, lay a tremendous spray tan turd on Melania's chest. Like, that's where we're going, dude? You want that? Great, thanks.
On that podcast to bully and harass other creators would never fly on anyone else's channel. You know, it's been suspect and alleged that...
But these jokes are not bullying. It's not bullying. It's not fucking bullying. People need to grow fucking spines, man.
Ethan Klein played a big role in getting my video taken down, giving me a warning on my channel, getting Leafy's channel completely deleted. And if you go back...
Yeah, I'll DM him, man. I'll DM Vosh. That would be interesting to have him on. Absolutely.
And you look at Leafy's content.
I'm not saying that Ethan isn't a hypocrite. He's pulled this shit before too. But I'm actually annoyed at fucking both of them. Like, why are you? I want this should be taken. This is against. Like, you really want them enforcing these overbearing and turn this into Twitch 2.0? Well, they're both millionaires and are probably more concerned about their fucking egos than anything else. So probably.
And the reasons in which his channel went down, that is very tame to what happens on the H3H3 podcast. I know many will look at this and see it as Keemstar versus Ethan Klein, and this is just another story in the endless fight and the endless saga. It's much bigger than that. All right? That show has been harassing.
Yo, Rich, love your point of view, dude. Speaking of the left and right, what's your take on folks now taking ivermectin for the Rona? I don't know. I haven't looked into it, so I can't give a take. I've heard some stuff about it, but I want to look at actual like studies and research before I give that. Not just, hey, this guy on a podcast said that, you know, there was a study done and everyone who took ivermectin didn't get corona. Like, that's not enough for me. That there could be many variables as to why that's happened. That's why they have to do huge trials with a bunch of people with a bunch of different variables.
So many fucking creators, so many fucking YouTubers, right? And it would be fine if we had rules where we could talk shit back, bully back, harass back, but we can't. Everyone has to play by the fucking rules, and this guy doesn't have to. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if more fucking videos get taken down from him now that YouTube's actually doing something. I don't know why he was protected before and why this went on as long as it did, but I must say I am, I guess, happy that YouTube's finally doing something. This is well fucking deserved. I don't know what more to...
Yes, this is great. I can't wait for them to start enforcing rules where having edgy humor even worse than they already did. I'm sure this is speculation. I don't know George Miller personally from any stretch, but I'm sure a big reason why Filthy Frank, they got rid of him and quit him. I know he said it was something to do with his throat too, which could probably be the case as well, but is because there was no road forward for Filthy Frank. And I know he also had a huge passion for music too. I get that, but he was probably like, now's a better time than ever.
To say, because I'm not happy. I'm still angry about it, that it took this fucking long. But at least something's happening now, and he got 2 strikes. So, yeah.
Comment Cop responds to Keemstar's Twitter video by saying, "Show your flag history and emails to YouTube." Keemstar responds by saying, "I made a public Twitter video reporting the videos, and tagged the CEO of YouTube." Comment Cop responds, "So you're in bed with Susan, GG." Keemstar replies, "Susan never responded to my tweet, and I deleted it." Ethan then quote tweets Keemstar's Twitter video and says, "Keemstar, in the ultimate hypocrisy, has cried to YouTube about me making fun of his creepy ass dating a 20-year-old. He called her fresh cheeks. Now we are suspended for a week. This after he lied and cried about me getting him suspended, which I had nothing to do with. And he somehow knew this information before we did, and posted immediately, meaning he 100% was talking with YouTube about it. Imagine being this much of a hypocrite."
Is there anything that's not hearsay there? I can't go by hearsay.
You guys in a week. He then shows an image of Keemstar photoshopped over Ethan's face, in the picture of him next to the CEO of YouTube, and captions it by saying, "Hypocrite." He then goes on to his H3 podcast account to say, "Imagine being this much of a hypocrite." Justin Wang responds with the meme of Obama giving himself an award. Boogie298 quote tweets Ethan and says, "I have no dog in this race at all. That said, I wish this shit would just end. I wish YouTube would put an end to this kind of petty drama that hurts creators in the entire platform. Enough is enough. You guys should put it to bed before the whole platform changes."
Yeah, I agree with that. You know, but drama is always going to happen. But Boogie at the same time is right that when this shit happens, the platform shifts. And it usually shifts to becoming more homogenized. And then it's eventually going to become just a giant fucking infomercial for a bunch of corporations and Minecraft and Fortnite videos. Why do you think I've swayed to, I would say more so almost, doing live streams? I am pigeonholed with what I could talk about in my videos. And this shit does not help that.
If you want me to pick a side, we all kind of suck. I'm picking the side of the smaller creators who get hurt by this kind of beef. Keemstar responds to Ethan calling him a hypocrite by saying, "Why would you have to imagine? You are the biggest hypocrite on YouTube and everyone knows it." One of the staff members for the H3 podcast, AB, commented on all of this by saying, "Just a reminder that Keemstar and his audience harassed my wife and I for a whole summer. Keemstar sent me multiple pictures of witches to imply my wife looks like a witch. 1 year later, he is tagging the CEO of YouTube because he was teased for dating a 20-year-old. This man is a coward. This will be the ultimate test. I'm curious to see the reaction of the commentary community. They love to dogpile on Ethan because of bullshit suspicions. But let's see how they react to Keem in the dumbest self-report I've ever seen." Nicholas Diorio quote tweets AB and says, "I feel like I've posted about 8 to 10 ultimate tests on my timeline in the last 6 months that you've all promptly ignored." Anyways, going back to the feud between Keemstar and Ethan, Keemstar responds to Ethan saying hypocrite with the Photoshop of Keemstar with Susan Wojcicki by saying, "How does it feel?" Ethan responds by saying, "I didn't cry to YouTube about you, but you just outed yourself as the hypocrite we all knew you were. You did exactly what you accused me of. How does it feel to be proven a perfect hypocrite?" Keemstar responds by saying, "Feel great, Ethan, stacking W's."
Oh, man. This stuff does seem kind of petty, doesn't it? I know why people get pissed off on it. But at the same time, shoe on head is right. You know, I could criticize a CEO of a corporation in ivory tower 20 times a week. No one bats an eye. You criticize another YouTuber, everyone loses their... Like, God, you're talking about this again 2 times in 2 years. Enough.
I would love to see Ethan Klein survive in this current climate on YouTube. Ethan then tweets out a variation of what AB said on Twitter earlier by saying, "Just a reminder that Keemstar and his audience harassed my wife and I for a whole summer. Keemstar sent me multiple pictures of horses to imply my wife looks like a horse. 1 year later, he is tagging the CEO of YouTube because he was teased for dating a 20-year-old. This man is a coward." TheQuartering responds to him by saying, "Ethan Klein, multimillionaire deploying the 'he started it' defense for weirdly obsessing over who another consenting adult is dating, running right up to calling the guy a pedophile, no less."
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. Review, I agree with TheQuartering from time to time, USA.
Now, since this isn't disputed by any other tweet I'm going to show you today, I would like to say that through my personal research on the situation, although Ethan disapproves of Keemstar's relationship with a 20-year-old, as far as I'm aware, he never outright called Keemstar a pedophile.
Yeah, I assumed that, but, you know, he is taking shots because she's 20. Like, who gives a shit? Who cares? Who cares that it's legal? That's all that matters. Like Boogie said it best. She could take a bullet for the country. She could take Keem's cock if she wants it. Move on.
In fact, I'm pretty sure he said the opposite. But regardless, TheQuartering continues to tweet when he says, "To be honest, the YouTube ecosystem would be measurably improved if both H3 and Keemstar were banned. They both make us look all bad."
Yeah, because you never do that yourself. Dude. Anyway, I don't even want to get into it. Bad take. You just hate them because they both shit talked you. Yeah, probably. Knowing TheQuartering, that is probably 100% accurate. And you do a plenty of good job making yourself look bad there, Chief. Plenty good job. I think I have some receipts proving that I just recently talked about. Oh, wait.
Username responds to the quartering by saying, "Bad take. You just hate them because they both shit talk to you." The quartering responds by saying, "Lol, I make money covering both their shenanigans. It's better for business that they stay." Ralph responds to the quartering by saying, "And this is where I massively disagree with you. Cartoons like Ethan and Keemstar add flavor to an otherwise boring platform. Tossing trolls and cucks who have ridiculous personalities is the wrong reaction to have in my opinion." The quartering quote tweets him and says, "Lol, you know what? Maybe you're right. YouTube was more interesting back in 2016.
Yes, it was.
The letter of the law would state that Ethan Klein deserves a strike. Hell, most creators have a few videos that would. I'm sure that strike won't stick, but nonetheless, I don't support Keem tattling, and don't support Ethan implying Keem is a pedophile. This isn't good for anyone. Somewhere, Boblax had to turn off playing whatever shitty Sonic game he's playing and start capturing tweets. Anyways,
Oh, God. You guess you knew it was coming, huh, Jeremy? Isn't this the dude who made content of Trisha's meltdowns and wanted to do a game show to give Gabby Hanna an award for biggest mental breakdown after standing on the grave of a dead creator for over a year?
Nicholas Diorio starts reacting to the situation when he tweets out, "Isn't this the dude who made content out of Trisha's meltdowns and wanted to do a game show to give Gabby Hanna an award for biggest mental breakdown after standing on the grave of a dead creator for over a year? I'm sorry, I forgot things like hypocrisy mattered in this community after the 15th Ethan Klein 4K Dolby Digital compilation dropped. Guys, the dude who
4K Dolby Digital compilation. Hold on, you got to fart for that one, sir. You're going, is it like, are we going with HDR10 or Dolby Atmos? Here's Dolby Atmos for you. Yeah. That smells like corn. I don't know why that smells like corn, but let's keep going.
Promoted Britbong, which more than likely resulted in half of my friends getting banned on Twitter, got a single community guideline strike on his main channel. I'm literally shitting, pissing, crying, and coming right now.
You could do that simultaneously? How the fuck does that even work, dude? That's DSP's next gaff. Like he's peeing, coming, shitting. Why am I toxic? I
hope they reinstate it, and snitching is cringe. There, the rational take. That's my stance across the board for fucking everything. Now, can you please avoid making me pretend to care about this for optics? I guess the hardest part for me is coming to terms that Keemstar is human. Before today, I thought he was such a virtuous guy who could do no wrong. I have to tell you, I'm simply flabbergasted. My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined. I don't think I've ever caked up a tweet in so much sarcasm in my entire fucking life. Keemstar continues to talk about the situation in this Twitter.
Man, look at those are some lips right there, man. Is that his dating profile picture? It's like a puffer fish coming at me.
Video titled, "Dear H3H3 Productions."
What you're saying doesn't make any sense whatsoever. You're saying, Keemstar tweeted pictures of horses of me, and Keemstar did this, and Keemstar did that. I would still do that today. I would do that every single day of my life.
That's you gonna put that on your business card, bro? I have a successful YouTube channel called Drama Alert, and I tweet Ethan Klein pictures of horses every single day. Never skip a day. Doesn't matter if there's a blizzard, doesn't matter if there's a snowstorm, doesn't matter rain, snow, or shine. I wake up and I am tweeting pictures of horses at Ethan Klein. Godspeed.
All I want to do is make fun of you, but I can't because you...
Can't sleep at night. Can't achieve an erection. All I want to do is make fun of Ethan Klein. And god damn it, they won't let me. Which, to a degree, I kind of agree with Keemstar on that. But it's just the way he's wording it.
YouTube told me that I can't, all right? So I listen to what YouTube says. They tell me one thing, okay, I'm listening, all right? So for an entire year, you've been going off. You've been saying crazy stuff. You've been uploading videos. Should we deplatform Keemstar, right? You took a Keemstar doll and was fucking it on fucking YouTube. I'm sorry, that violates like 10 different terms of service, bro. You can't do that.
Oh, he did a visual thing of fucking? I still have to see it, but now we're pushing it. It's going to the gray area now.
All right? You're uploading a video saying I got a little fucking dick and all this other shit. If I uploaded a video saying another female creator had a loose pussy, my channel would be gone. You have enjoyed special privilege on this platform forever, and it is not fair for everyone else to be silenced while you can bully and harass people. It is not fucking fair, all right? If they would take the muzzle off me and let me go at you, fine. Nobody gets a strike. Nobody gets in trouble. We could just sit here and roast each other. I'm all...
But you bringing this shit up, dude, is now gonna make them double down on the enforcement. This is, you opened up Pandora's box, son. This is going to make them lean towards more being like Twitch.
For it. But unfortunately, that is not the current landscape of YouTube. And it's not fair for you to be able to do one thing and me, a fellow YouTuber, to not be able to do one thing. So I'm sorry, you're going to have to start playing by the fucking rules now. Like I had to.
Alex Priest responds to Keem by saying, Keem, he ain't wrong though, showing the tweet that Ethan made earlier, talking about how Keemstar implied his wife looked like a horse. Anthony responds to him by saying, Ethan literally called Keem out for dating a 20-year-old, and then praised Boogie for dating a 20-year-old. You can't believe what he's saying. Plus, I don't think Keem has said anything about his wife. Plus, let's not act like Ethan hasn't sent his fans after somebody. I mean, come on. Keemstar quote tweets him and says, facts. I never called his wife a horse. I simply tweeted him horse pictures because I heard he liked them, and was trying to cheer him up. The quartering...
Yes. Yes. Cheer me up with horse pictures, Keem. I love horses. Send me chicken pictures. Come on, pretend I'm relevant enough for you to care. Send me a picture of cocks. Every day, send me cocks. Review, Keem sends me the cocks, USA. Every day, son. I want those cocks in my feed on Twitter. Because I love them. Just send them away. Send them to Dad.
Quote tweets him and says, you definitely implied his wife looked like a horse. If I were in a brand new relationship with a beautiful young woman, I would likely be spending time with her. But hey, I guess arguing with Ethan is just as good. Gotta take a break once in a while, I suppose.
Coming from the man of never taking a fucking break. Yo, if I'm talking negative about you in a stream, you could be getting married in Antarctica, and you would find a way to get to a device that could get to social media to say something. Take your own advice, brother.
Keemstar responds, proven wrong, showing an old tweet he made where he said he was going to send horses to Ethan to make him feel better. Simon responds by saying, can someone link me the tweet where Keem implies Ela is a horse? To which Keem responds,
I will tweeting a picture of a horse membership for a year. I hear he likes horses and makes him feel good. If you want to help me reform Ethan Klein to a good person, tweet horses at him. I want cocks tweeted at me from Keemstar. Tweet me these birds. Tweet the birds. It'll lighten up my fucking day.
They can't, because it doesn't exist. Moodara comments on all of this by saying,
man, we should just be allowed to bully each other on YouTube. Fuck strikes. Just go full mask off and rip on each other like no tomorrow. As long as it's not threats and no one's personal information is put out there and the person's not telling their audience to attack somebody, I say yeah. You can't be slanderous, okay? You can't threaten anybody. You can't get your followers to go after them. As long as those three things are being abided by, and you're not like making up lies like Rich walks around naked at elementary schools when he's not working. As long as you ain't doing shit like that, I say go for it.
Man, we should just be allowed to bully each other on YouTube. Fuck strikes. Just go full mask off and rip on each other like no tomorrow. And honestly, this is my opinion as well. We're all adults here. We don't need protection from YouTube. Just let people say what they want about each other as long as it's not slanderous. Also, can we stop playing?
Yeah. I agree with Bo Blacks here.
This game of tattletale on each other's videos. Oh, that's against the YouTube TOS. That's against the YouTube TOS. Something should be done about that. It's just so cringe and stupid. And if Ethan had anything to do with Gokunaru's video being removed or the Keemstar re-upload being removed, he should definitely be criticized for that. And at the same time, we should give the same level of criticism to Keemstar if he was directly involved in getting H3's videos removed. Both alleged actions are the same, so we should levy the same level of criticism between each actions, regardless if you think Keemstar or H3 are better people in their overall feud. It's irrelevant because they allegedly did the same thing here, and it should be criticized the same way. But that's just my opinion. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on this in the comment section below. If you want to keep up to date with this drama, don't forget to subscribe with notifications on, as this feud isn't ending anytime soon. Especially considering Keemstar just tweeted that Ethan's ex-podcast host Trisha Paytas has followed him on Twitter, meaning that they might do some sort of collab soon. And if that happens and they talk about Ethan...
Twitter Review Tech USA versus TheQuartering. Alright. Yeah, it's getting too late though, and I gotta get up and do shit tomorrow. So, alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time. Regular chat, super chat, I appreciate all of you. Thank you for coming through. I'll be back tomorrow with videos and another live stream, and I'll see you then. Have a good one.